Hello, and welcome to another episode of Long Distance Short, GiftBasketsOverseas.com's podcast where we talk to real people about the triumphs and tribulations in all kinds of long-distance relationships. Your host is Allie Winters, an international gift consultant who's found success in her own long-distance romances and friendships. And here's today's topic: how to make gift delivery simple during Christmas. The holidays are a lot of fun, but they can also be very stressful, especially if people you love are far away during the celebrations. Today, we'll take a look at how to deal with Christmas away from your loved ones, including pro tips on choosing great gifts for them. Let's jump right in, Allie.
Ho, ho, ho! My name is Ellie, and our December episode we will 100% dedicate to Christmas long-distance relationships. Our experts today, as it was mentioned, Katrina Shelton, Customer Order Processing Representative, and Natasha Kvitka, International Brands Manager from the gift delivery company GiftBasketsOverseas.com. These ladies know how to celebrate Christmas on distance and enjoy it in full. So I'm super excited to get some tips from them, as it looks like I will have to spend this Christmas with my partner on Skype again. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine, good.
Great, thank you.
That's great. So since you're here, you at least once, I guess, experienced this moment when you needed to spend Christmas with your loved ones on distance. Yes, when you're far away from each other. So how was it?
Well, my husband is Belgian and I'm Russian, so we always need to get a visa, whether for him or for me, when we want to be together. Therefore, we have to spend quite a bit of time apart when waiting for a visa. So we celebrate a lot of holidays online, and therefore a lot of Christmases and New Year's were spent on the phone. It's kind of common for us to celebrate holidays on WhatsApp, Viber, or Skype, but I would just like to mention the most memorable and recent moment when there was a party for our wedding in Belgium, and I didn't get a chance to be there as I didn't get my Belgian visa, so I was celebrating my wedding on Viber.
Oh no. But
Sounds frustrating.
Yes, it's really frustrating. But I mean, they didn't warn you in advance about this party, or you pre-planned it, but it just failed to get visa?
Actually, the plan was to go to the UK as my father-in-law invited us, and then we would go by car to Belgium. And there was supposed to be a party, but as we were informed, it was a party for his retirement. So it was a complete surprise for us. By the time I went to the UK, I realized that my visa was still not ready, and my husband had to go to Belgium, and I had to go back to Irkutsk. And at the end of the day, on the retirement party,
So to say, yeah, so to say, retirement.
yeah, sort of retirement party, my husband arrives, and a waiter comes over to him and says, "Congratulations on your wedding." My husband got a little bit confused because he was wondering why are people congratulating me. And well, then he saw some pictures. Congratulations to Andy and Katrina. So that was clear what was the party about.
Well, really confusing when you understand that a lot, like some unknown people for you know about your wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, we had some experience with long-distance relationship, being already married. Several years ago, 8 years ago, my husband moved to Japan for work, and we couldn't join him in the beginning of this contract. So he moved there to Tokyo exactly around Christmas and New Year time. And we had to celebrate all the holidays on Skype and on the phone. So it was kind of very new, and at that point very frustrating experience, because we really missed each other, and we are not used to being apart, especially during the holiday season. So because during the holidays he didn't have to go to the office, and I was also at home all the time, so we literally spent like 8 to 9 hours a day being in a call. So I was just doing my usual things at home, and he was doing the same, but we were still able to talk to each other. And now the memory about this experience, it's quite good, but at the point we were really missing each other hard.
So you said like you woke up, for example, at 9 a.m. You kind of opened Skype, and yes,
Yeah.
in the evening you turned it off before going to
Yes,
shower.
yes. So, at this moment, we were so grateful for having technology with us, because the phone bill would, equal the budget of some small country if we would do this on the phone only. But with Skype or other means of communication, we could actually see each other, and we could be together during the holidays. So it was amazing.
At least something, yeah.
Yeah.
And of
That's some
course,
nice romance.
It took us like 5 or 6 months to get together again. So we were in long distance relationship for several months.
did you do this kind of ritual every day, every single day?
Not exactly during the holiday season, and then during weekends, yes, but because of the time difference on weekdays, we couldn't get that long on the phone, because or on the call, because he needed to go to work, and when he returned, it was quite late for him. I was able to be on the phone on the call, but he needed to go to sleep because it's office again in the morning. So no, it was quite difficult to do during the weekdays, but on weekends, yeah, we try to catch up.
Yeah, and from my experience, it's about 6, 7 hours. Yes, time difference between Japan. Um, well, yes, I think it's when we have like 4 p.m. they already go to sleep, and that's really really weird. So to say, yeah, I totally understand your feelings. I talked with my Japanese partner for 3 years, I think, almost 3 years, in this in this particular pattern. Right. And especially to talk about spending Christmas and maybe New Year, because I know that New Year is very special holiday in CIS countries, so post-Soviet Union countries. So maybe you have some special rituals that you have with your family, maybe friends or partners.
Yes, actually for us, gifts and preparing gifts, and now sending gifts, because now my family, we are reunited with my husband and my son, thanks God, but we are apart from our wider family because we moved to Canada last year, and they are still in Ukraine. So now not only preparing but also sending gifts to them is kind of our most beloved tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And gifts have to be a surprise for us. It's part of our tradition. So I know many families kind of prepare for this time of the year, asking direct questions like, what would you like to have for Christmas or for a New Year? Because for us, a more gift-given holiday is particularly New Year, not Christmas. And for us, it's usually a surprise. So I try to collect ideas from our family members and from friends to whom I want to send a gift during the holiday season, all year round. And it's all about communication. So if you have the conversation regarding like anything, a person can mention something that they want or they need, maybe. And if you have this written down on your special Christmas list, then you can make a nice gift, a nice surprise for them.
And usually, like during the year, how many gifts do you usually send to your family?
So yeah, nice question. Usually we try to send all the gifts in one package because of the delivery. But if we use GiftBasketsOverseas to send the surprise gifts to our family, and we do this actually, so then it would be the personal gift to each part of the family.
Yeah, makes sense. And you, Katrina?
Well, we generally have two options, either staying in Belgium if everything is okay with my visa, which is not usually the case, as I told you, or we stay in Russia if everything is okay with my husband's visa. But in any case, we've got one part of the family more than 6,000 kilometers away. So since it's a bit difficult to ship something from or to Siberia when it's minus 40 degrees Celsius outside, very often we just try to, yeah, it's a little bit cold, especially during the Christmas season.
A bit. I love this.
Yeah, a little bit. When very often we just try to find something that can be delivered locally through our website, and it's a little bit easier for us this way, and we don't have to be afraid that the gift will be frozen before it arrives. But well, for people who are staying next to us, if for example we are in Russia, for my mom, we can usually get something out here and go and give it to her. Or for Andy's family, we find something out there and give it to them. So we always just try to do it as local as possible to avoid these shipping issues. A lot of different things that may influence and bring a bad result instead of a good surprise.
With all your favorite holidays coming closer, it might begin to feel impossible to get everyone's gifts and keep your sanity. Good news! GiftBasketsOverseas.com makes it easy to send great gifts to more than 200 countries around the world, all in one place, and you never have to leave your house to do it. Save yourself the time and hassle. Send everyone you love a decadent gift from GiftBasketsOverseas.com and enjoy the holidays.
From my own experience, we with my Japanese partner, we just had this kind of ritual spending, like celebrating New Year, first his time zone, then my time zone, this way. And honestly, I didn't work for GiftBasketsOverseas.com yet when we only started our relationship. So what we did, we of course sent each other some small letters or small packages. Usually it was chocolate, which was quite sustainable to temperatures. If we, let's say, send it during the winter time, yes, but with summer it was really inconvenient to send such thing. Moreover, there are always some restrictions, like you cannot send tea or you cannot send coffee, or well, some things which seem to be like why, but they are kind of restricted. So yes, I wish I knew about this company earlier. Well, nevertheless, I can kind of catch up with that right now if needed, of course.
Well, good knowledge comes only with experience. So
yes, totally. But still, I hope that we will live together as soon as possible.
well, that's always the hope.
Yeah, and then the gifts will be even less, and it will be even easier to give.
Yeah, but still, you've got family left in another country.
Yeah, yes, that's always second side of things. Yes.
Last year, we wanted to send, as we just recently moved to Canada, we wanted to send back to our parents something local, something about Canada. And we prepared a nice gift box for them with toys that represent Canada, like moose and bear and raccoon, which is not very loved in Canada, but they are very, very, special for Canada, for
So
Toronto.
controversial, I would say.
So there were a lot of stuffed toys, some snacks, and the most special part of this package should be a maple syrup. Which is like Canada's symbol, we even
Yeah.
have the maple leaf on our flag, Canadian flag.
So this
So
red maple.
Yes, and the maple syrup is really tasty thing, something you want to have for your breakfast, and we decided to send them all in one package. This didn't go well, because during the transportation, for sure, the bottle of maple syrup was broken, and all of our books about Canada and stuffed toys and all the snacks, everything was deep into maple syrup. So yes, they appreciated our attention and our desire to give something very special, something that they can share with us, something Canadian, which was very important for us. But the practical side of this gift was not practical, so they needed
the
just to throw everything away.
Spoiled everything. What
Yes,
an irony! That's sad.
So next time when we decided to send to our friends something edible, we just used GiftBasketsOverseas. It's not not the advertising here. It's just the common sense that now we have after this experience sending edible thing along with non-edible things. So now when we want to send books and cards and apparel from Canada to someone of our friends, we never combine this package with something edible.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, like what will happen to the books, if you send them overseas.
Now we know what actually happens to book.
Yeah, if to combine it with syrup, of course.
Well, also I have to mention that any gift should correspond to the recipient's needs or preferences, especially if you don't know the culture that much. Try to spend some time on researching, because some things may be very different in between different cultures. Like, for example, I would never give flowers to a man or a boy in Russia, whereas for a lady, flowers would be fine or even perfect, but the number of flowers always needs to be uneven, because even number of flowers is for funerals only. Also, it's quite important to pay attention to the color of the flowers, especially it comes to roses, because there are lots of superstitions around that, and some people strongly believe that red roses mean love and passion, white mean purity and innocence, yellow mean joy and friendship, whereas other people believe that yellow actually means separation. So it's quite important to take that into account and send the right color. On our website, Red Rose Selection is the most popular gift for delivery in Russia. So there are a lot of loving and passionate women out here. And one more thing to mention about Russia and post-Soviet republics. Well, our big celebration is New Year, the night from December 31st to January the 1st. And the actual Christmas is on January 7, and it's mostly celebrated by religious Orthodox Christians.
Yeah, I can second that thought about the taking into account the traditions, customs, and actually preferences of your recipient in their location. So if I may use Canada again as an example, if your gift recipient is in Canada, you definitely can rely on Canadian classics. So, for example, in Canada, this can be ice wine. It is not only produced in Canada, but probably Canada is the largest producer of ice wine.
This
And
ice, which is really ice. Yes, I mean,
it's
is it too cold or something?
no, it's not cold wine, it's actually ice wine. It's very interesting because it's dessert wine that is made of frozen naturally frozen grapes while they were still on the vine. So first frost comes in and bites the wine grapes that were still on their vines. They are collected and the wine is being produced. The taste itself is different. So it's so sweet and it's really different and it's tasty.
Nice to know about the ice wine. I really didn't know that.
If you want to send something different from wine and sweets, and the context around the gift is different from sweets, so you definitely can go with beers and snacks, and it should be well received as well.
Well, if I may, I guess I would like to add that gift-giving traditions for the US recipients are just about the same as in Canada, and the most popular gifts are gift baskets with wine, cheese, crackers, chocolates, and so on. For example, in our catalog, we have a gift named Holly and Mistletoe gift basket, a gift basket with wine and cheese and other things that you may find attractive and tasty looking. Also, another basket is California Cabernet gift basket. Some people may also prefer some gift towers with different sweets in them, like our product Chocolate Heaven. So it's just a chocolate tower, a few nice gift boxes with all kinds of sweets in them.
Yeah, some kind of gifting classics, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as for Europe, in Europe, people mostly prefer getting gift baskets as well as in Canada or the USA. Well, according to the statistics from our website, the most popular gifts are gift baskets with chocolates. Like, for example, a gift on our website, Joyous Tidings or Gourmet Selection. These are, well, it's not surprising at all that the most popular gifts are the ones with chocolates, because the chocolate industry is quite big in Europe, and there are two major competing countries for the status of the best chocolate producer, which are Belgium and Switzerland. Well, to be honest, when I was preparing for this podcast, my husband, who's Belgian, I remind you, came over to me and asked me to say Swiss people claim that their chocolates are the best, but the rest of the world knows that Belgian chocolates are the best. So, so I had to say that, and. Well, I'd say that the food culture in Europe is quite developed, and people do like getting some tasty treats more than flowers, according to the statistics from our website.
And if you just go to some European country, and for example to Russia or Ukraine, and you just count how many flower shops there are, you will be surprised, because and I was surprised when I realized that in Europe there are not much of them. I mean, they're not so often. Yes, kind of met or can be seen on the streets.
Yeah, and my husband was very surprised when he saw that flower shops usually open 24/7. He
Yes.
said, "Why? Why do you need that?"
Who needs flowers like at 3 a.m.?
The one who needs to apologize, I guess.
Yeah. Russian and Ukrainian women are quite, with the temper, with the spicy temper.
Yeah.
True. Not a stereotype.
Another country that actually prefers, based on our data, to get flowers as gifts is Japan. And I would say here, getting back to our discussion of local traditions in gifts, that you still can overdo going into local gifts for local residents. So in order not to do that, you will need, again, some basic research before you select a perfect gift for your friend or for your loved one there. Let's say chrysanthemum is one of the most loved flowers in Japan, and it's one of the symbols actually of the country. But white chrysanthemums symbolize grief, and they are for funeral only. So if you want to send flowers to your loved one in Japan, chrysanthemum bouquet would be a good choice if you can see the color. So don't send white flowers if it's not for funeral. Another thing that I think we all need to keep in mind when selecting a gift, or making perfect selection for a particular person, it's their individual needs. Your recipient might be vegan, or they can just not bear gluten or lactose, or just don't drink alcohol. So you need to know this and keep this in mind when selecting a gift or a gift basket for them.
Yeah, for sure. GiftBasketsOverseas offers a wide range of products, taking your recipient's needs and preferences into consideration. As an example, for vegetarians, we have a basket, Natural Indulgence, which contains apples, ginger root, mixed nuts, and so on. Or for people who prefer gluten-free food, we have a very nicely named item for the gluten-free guru. It contains canned salmon, crisps, nuts, and tea, and other products. And for those who are for the healthy lifestyle, we have the Cleanse and Create gift basket, and we even have a separate range of products for expecting mothers. One of them is the baby shower basket. And of course, if you go to our website, you can select whatever you prefer, whatever you think your recipient will enjoy best. So the best gift is always the gift that you think about. And when choosing something, you should always think about the one who you love and who this gift is going for. And don't forget to take their needs into account.
Sure, I totally agree. And I personally have a lot of people who kind of became vegans, or maybe they don't drink alcohol anymore. And since the world is changing, we always need to catch up, yes, after all of these changes, basically. Okay, and in the end, well, I would like to ask you maybe, what advice would you give for other people who will have to celebrate Christmas apart from their loved ones? Like your key expertise advice for our listeners.
Ellie, I wouldn't call myself an expert because I only had this 5 to 6 months of experience being in a long distance relationship, but it was quite challenging. And the only thing that actually helped us through this experience as a family was spending time together at every opportunity we could find. Now that the technology is so much more developed, you actually can even go for a walk together, still being on a call with your loved one, even if they are thousands of miles apart from you. So I would say try to find every opportunity and spend as much time as possible together, especially during the holiday season. Exchange gifts and eat dinner together, still being on a call, and send them gifts, because it's such an amazing feeling that when something comes from the person whom you cannot see in person for some time, but they still think of you, they still are with you thanks to technology, but it's something tangible to receive and to take with your own hands that is coming from them. So think about that.
I would like to thank you so much for being here with me and sharing this Christmassy atmosphere and, just sharing some gift ideas. I also think about some great gift ideas for my parents and a partner. So yes, once again, thank you. And I hope to see you again sometime in our episodes.
Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you, Natasha. It was a really great experience. I appreciate you asking me to join. I really hope to see you again or to
Thank
hear.
you. Thank you for having me as well. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Katrina.
And we will see each other with our dear listeners in a month's time on our channel Long Distance Short, your long distance relationship podcast.
Hello, this is Dmitry Peregudov, CEO of GiftBasketsOverseas.com. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for listening to our podcast. Our company couldn't exist without your abundant generosity. So, from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to wish you and everyone you love the happiest of holidays. And remember, no matter where they are in the world, we are here to help them to send your love this holiday and beyond.
Thanks for listening to Long Distance Short, GiftBasketsOverseas.com's podcast with real people in real long-distance relationships. Make sure to subscribe and keep tuning in for a new episode every month. If you have any questions or ideas for a future podcast, make sure to drop us a line at podcast@giftbasketsoverseas.com. That's podcast@giftbasketsoverseas.com.